I'm getting splashed and turned just like some kind of scientific liquid. Where am I?
There have been a lot of attacks on your life.
Uh, yeah, I think so too. Who are you?
And who do you think I am?
Oh man, I'm finally getting into heaven. Is that what you're saying? Because I know you, the great I am. Just look at you. I just, so am I accepted? I knew I was just waiting on my ride.
You have did a lot of bad things in your life, and I need you to make it right.
Bad things. What do you mean bad things? It's too late to fix anything, you know? So, I mean, I'm just wondering, will it be okay if I just go in and skip all that process?
I'm sending you back down to Earth.
Sending me back down on Earth? You mean like reincarnation?
I don't do reincarnation. In fact, I don't know why that's a popular thing down on Earth. But, no, I'm not doing that. You're going back to your family.
Don't you think it's too late for that? I done did drugs, I done overdosed on drugs, and I just dropped myself underneath the table. I mean, I think that's gonna take a lot of power to, bring me back to life. So let's just skip over that.
Fear do not befit you, my son. Whatever breath God breathe on, it comes back to life.
Yeah, but who said that I wanted to live though? I don't think that's a good idea. I think my idea is better, and I think that we could just settle this by just showing me to the pearly gates.
I'm sending you back to Earth so that you can become a good man and show your grandson the way to my path, the path of life.
Yeah, but shouldn't he kind of try to find it on his own? I mean, I got a second life to live in eternity with you.
You know, it's been a while since I heard a repentance heart from you.
Oh, so you're trying to tell me that I didn't make the cut? I mean, I understand. I didn't really went to church all the time, and plus I didn't even go to the altar, and it's been like 25, more than 25 years since I went to church and gave an offering, some tithings, and I only went sometimes on the holidays. Man,
And you barely gave time for those who needed you. Well, my people. There's been times that I tested you and you turned your nose up at me. So this is a whole different ball game for you. So you're going to go back and help your grandson walk in the faith with me.
well, God, can we just talk about this real quick? Like, can't you just, I don't know, give me a different assignment? I mean, you gave Hosea a prostitute to love on and everything else. I kind of been single for a while.
This is the only way that you'll be able to get closer to me without any sinful distractions. So this is just what we're going to do.
All right, so there's no change in your mind about that. You're just set on this. Man, I guess I'll go. All right, just go ahead and send me back home, man.
My son, I will always be proud of you.
I cannot believe you.
Girl, your dad is just terrible. He's a terrible grandfather. What did you expect?
He's just dealing with a lot of things, and I don't want to hear it from you. He's in the hospital because of it.
He's in the hospital because of drugs, not because of stress. This right here is stressful for our children and for you.
Children? We don't have children. We have a child.
Tomato, girl.
But it's not tomato.
Listen, your father is bringing a lot of trauma on our child, our son that we had together, all right? I don't feel like going through that with him. We just need to just cut the wires off. Just cut the wires off. And he don't even want to be alive himself.
How could you even say that? I'll be doing him a favor and he'll be doing me a favor. It works both ways. Listen, my father went through some trauma as a teenager and as an adult. He raised me by himself, without my mother. You don't even pay bills in the house to even put your 2 cents in. So let me sit you down for a couple of minutes. If you ever talk about my father or pulling the plug on my father again, I'm gonna make sure everyone on the social media knows that your line is sprayed on. Hey, girl, man, I'm finna go check on our sons. You tripping. I'm sorry you had to hear that, Doc. But he was just getting on my nerves. I'm just so tired of it. I mean, I'll get tired of the complaining too, especially if I'm paying the bills by myself. When your man's supposed to get a job? He said that he's going to get a job soon. It's just, I don't even know why he wear that suit. I told him, I said, you can wear casual stuff. Just clean up the house while I'm at work. And he said, well, it's too busy for me to do cleaning and stuff, and that he has interviews. Never seen the car move in a day in my life. And I look at the mileage too. So you're still thinking about staying with him? I probably would have left him, but that's none of my business. So I just came to talk about your dad. My husband do not have no say-so in pulling the plug on him. I'm just letting you know. I'm not trying to pull the plug on your dad. Don't worry about that. I'm actually here to talk about your dad. And no, you cannot gut him. He still had plenty of years of watching my son. I need him to suffer. Trust me, Mrs. Trouser, even if we was looking for a patient to transfer a heart and I got the chance to, cut him open, I wouldn't have want him. What that's supposed to mean? I thought y'all doctors supposed to want to take stuff away from people. What's going on with my father? He has pulmonary hypertension. And that is something that we don't even pay for. So yeah, we don't need to cut him open. We can send him on home with medicine and everything. Well, is there a cure for that? Oh, no. There's no cure for that. The only cure that you need to know is a talk to your husband to see who's going to pay the medical bill. The only advice I can offer you for your father is that he goes vegan and stop doing drugs. What? There was no drugs when we took him there or anything. My father don't do drugs. He never did and he never will. So we did a drug test on him? Let me be humble. I'm gonna just shut up. And you know everything. Okay, well, my dad's a drug addict. I'm just gonna have to accept it now. Yo, Grandpa, you awake? I didn't know that you'll be awake at this time. Grandpa, are you doing all right? I mean, I've been watching over you this whole entire time, and you're back now. Why am I still alive? I thought they had a choice of where to pull the plug or not. Well, if we would have been pulled the plug, I wouldn't get to see you, Grandpa. So we did everything that we needed to do. I even collected money from a weird dude and everything. Well, if you really wanted to do somebody a favor, you wouldn't have showed your face here. What? I had a whole bunch of time to even think about, my life here. And next thing you know, I overdosed it, and it was my bad. It was. So my main question is this. If I make my own decision and get drugs every single day and try to overdose, why haven't I complete my mission in 10 days? Why is it the first person that I see is you? Well, I'm your grandson. I just wanted to see you live, Grandpa. You know how bad it was on Mama and me? Your mama I can believe, but you? Have you even seen your nose? You need to look in the good mirror to look at yourself. Your hair is dirty, everything. Why haven't you cut those dreads off? Son, you is not my grandson. I don't want to hear that. Grandpa, I'm not too sure if I want to say this, but your nose is kind of big like mine's. I don't think you have any room to talk.
I have exactly enough room to talk. I'm pretty sure you can hear my breath the way that I didn't brush my mouth in 12, this whole entire day, or how many months I've been out on a coma. You know that you can smell my breath because that big old nose that sit on your face. Get out of my room. No, I'm not getting out of your room, Grandpa. You might not like me, but you're my grandpa, and I don't care what you say. I'm going to be the bigger person that you should have been, and you're going to regret talking to me like this. Listen here, you short midget troll looking thing. You should have been regretted your decisions when you didn't eat all your leafy vegetables and thought that you can talk to me like that. Go get your mother, because you're not my grandson. I don't know what that man did to her or what kind of agreement they was in, but it's not an agreement that I agreed on, so I don't want to hear it. Now get out of my room. Man, this old people generation be tripping. But what you just Doc, you have to help me out. You have to help me out. We have to come up with something. We? What are you talking about, a we? We in it together, me and you and me. Like, man, I didn't want that man to still be alive. How did he even come back? We wasn't notified of nothing. Well, I wasn't. And the next thing you know, she waking me up in the middle of the night to come get this man. You know how much trouble I went through to get him out of the house? You know, here's a better question. Why didn't you pull the plug like I asked you to? Like, you would have been saving everybody so much time. Well, sir, we don't take permission from you to do all of that, to pull the plug and stuff. To be honest, you're not on his paperwork. So you don't get to have a say-so in their choices. All right. Is there any way that I can try to find out a way how to get on the paperwork, and maybe you can keep him for a couple of days until I get everything straight? We can't allow that, Mr. Trouser. The only thing that we can do for you is maybe offer you a chance to go see a psychiatrist or get some help. Well, I'm trying to get some help, but you won't allow it. We just not trying to take him home. It was a heartache and a headache. Like, to be honest, those bills are a lot, and it's gonna put stress on my wife. Have you ever tried calling and actually getting an interview and maybe going back to work to help out with the bills and stuff? Boy, it's been a long time since I even held down a job. I was thinking about just being a house father, but it looks like it's a little bit too much for me. Oh, I believe that. But, you know, she has stress too. And I know that you have stress too. So why don't you just let the old man and his grandson get time together to spend with each other and change their minds about each other? I mean, it will help both sides and you, so you don't be stressed out trying to be whatever you're trying to be, because I doubt that you're being that house father. You know what? You have so much sarcasm and so much to say. You sound smart. And then I have to look up at your forehead and see that your hair was receiving. And I notice how wise you are. You is wise. I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to try to do what I can do to get a job, just because you're bald. And I know that you won't steer me in the wrong way. Dang. He lighted me up just... These people done woke me up all the way in the middle of the night. And now I'm just sitting here getting this man some medicine. Mom, I don't think Grandpa likes me. Grandpa don't like a lot of things, but Grandpa gonna have to deal with them. He didn't even like his wife. I'm not too worried about him. But hey, why are you saying that? Well, Grandpa is saying that we should have let him die. I know he didn't say that. He better not say that to my kid. And plus, he better not say that to my pockets, because I got to pay for his thing. Well, Mom, how did you deal with Grandpa? I mean, he's your father. Deal? Man, I did not deal with nothing. You know what I did? I told that man it's either he
will come and get me and put some money down on anything that I want, or he can pay some back child support and then pay more. Mom, you sound terrible when you said that. You just not notice that? I'm not terrible, I'm just real, and of course, life is life. You gotta get it how you live. I don't think a child should know how to talk like that, Mom. Listen, you cannot be scared to speak your mind out of anyone at all. Like, your grandpa is just human. The only one that we should be afraid of is God, and that's it. I'm just a real person, and if I did something wrong, I'll say it. And, but the only person that you should be afraid of is someone that's gonna throw your soul into the fire, not Grandpa. I mean, he's a crackhead anyways. What is he gonna do? Mom? Yes, baby. You're asking too many questions. What is it? Is that what crystals mean? How do you even know what it's called? Who said that around you?
Good morning, ma'am. Is it pick up or drop off?
I'm dropping off and picking up today. We're doing the one scoop. Hey, do you have any more drugs? Over the counter? We need something for behavior change.
You actually need something from the doctor.
So y'all can't just give it to us? I know that somebody is stealing behind the pharmacy. Where is your pharmacy manager?
Ma'am, I am the pharmacy manager, and we don't do that here. We don't even steal. We don't take none of that. Now, what is the patient's name?
Jenkins Benson. And y'all listen. You can fool anybody else but me. I know there is some people around here that will write a prescription and, put off. So I'm going to need you to do that. I need you to pull off with me.
Pull off? What are you talking about?
Pull off your financial future? That's what I'm talking about. You need to start looking at things in future-wise. You need this money, and I don't need this money. I'm trying to help you out. Now, write a different prescription for a behavior change or something that I need to help my father get better.
I'm not doing that. That's one thing I will not do. No, you sound like the devil.
You see, people be tripping. All right, so since you don't want to sell no drugs to me, I'm gonna just find somebody else. Just have his medicine ready, because I've been up all day. I got to go to work.
His medicine will be ready at 4 o'clock.
How in the world is his medicine going to be ready at 4 o'clock? It's, 10 a.m. right now. Ain't no way that y'all playing with pills back there. I'm pretty sure his medicine is in there.
Oh, his medicine is like right back there. In fact, I know exactly where the bottle at. But since you tried me, I ain't doing it. You gotta wait till my shift change at 3.
You know what? I ain't even gonna crash out on you. That was real. All right, see you later, man.
So, daughter, can you kind of slow down for a minute?
My son has been talking to me about this certain situation that you have with him.
Yeah, but I don't have no type of situation with that young adult man that you call your son.
He is 10 years old, and I need you to treat him better than what you have been, and he's not an adult.
Well, if you seen the feet on that thing, and look at his nose, that is a big nose. That cannot be your son. That man done went and brought another child inside of this home. Trust me.
And you listen to me. I'm the one that pushed him out of my birth canal. So that boy is my son, which is your grandson. You better start treating him well.
I still don't believe that. I don't even care what you say. I'm trying to tell you, we need a DNA test. And why are you listening to this bull crap music? You need to turn that thing off.
Oh, no, you don't? What you doing?
About to turn this crap off that you're listening to. You're just listening to beats. Put on some old music.
I know you just did. Father, I'm about to say this one and only once. All right?
I don't know what type of post-traumatic coma that you just got out of, but you're about to be in another one. You touch this radio again, and I'm going to make you look. No, I'm going to make you exactly what you look like. And what do I look like? I don't even look like... Listen, your dad is dressed to a T. If being dressed up to a T looks like you, I wouldn't want it. You look like you've been in the dryer for 15 years and haven't been cleaned out ever since. 15 years is kind of hitting it too close. You sure you ain't holding on to grudge since I've been out of your life for 15 years? Oh, you just not noticed? It is close to home, isn't it? So you better pick up your attitude. And I listen, I have to go to work and I have to go get your medicine, all of this little stuff. And I woke up very early for you. So I need you to fix your attitude. No more drugs. What drugs? I ain't never used no drugs in my life. How dare you accuse me of that? They found drugs in your system. Yep. Yeah, you're caught. You're really caught. So, like, yeah. I know that you've been taking drugs. Yep. So, we're going to skip to the next scene. Because you're caught. And I don't want to hear nothing. And don't you touch my radio again. Not ever, not never. When you're in this car, it's my car and my radio. You touch this, you get outside. That's one thing I won't put forth. You're caught. And if I catch drugs in your system, you're going outside. Like a dog. Like a dog that never been shown love in their whole entire life. Their owner just don't love them. But they extremely believe that they be outside. That they need to be outside. It really is animal cruelty.